Welcome to this audiovisual project called Pathways of Development, where we focus on the trade that exists around the world and its implications. First, we can say the institution acts as the framework. Within what would be a regularization of trade, its bad or good performance is what defines the rules of the game. To perform any activity that encompasses foreign trade make use have an experience of certainty, because each company feels or should feel protected before these institutions. Like any institution, its objectives are aligned to priorities, peace and order, because disputes can occur in a flow of money as big as it is a trade. Being different countries or cultural organization is focused on different objectives. The commercial wars is something that is planned to avoid because economic shock that produces barriers. This causes that there are obstacles to develop a trade and generate lead synergy of foreign investment where little is said, causes a weakening to countries that are in crisis as was the Great Depression.
In the late 1920s, the United States was hit by an economic catastrophe that would define a generation, the Great Depression. It all began with the stock market crash of October 1929, when billions of dollars were wiped out in a single day, plunging the country into financial chaos. Banks failed, businesses shuttered, and unemployment soared to unprecedented levels, reaching nearly 25% by 1933. Families lost their homes and life savings, and breadlines became a common sight in cities across America. The Dust Bowl, a severe drought coupled with poor farming practices, devastated the agricultural heartland, displacing thousands of farming families. In response, President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the New Deal, a series of programs and reforms designed to revive the economy and provide relief to suffering Americans. While the New Deal helped to stabilize the economy, it wasn't until the onset of World War II that the United States fully emerged from the depths of the Great Depression.
As a last part of the institutions, we find that they are the pure entity of what could be an agreement or business between a trade of one country and another, Dominican Republic and Czech Republic, Costa Rica and Guatemala, and a third party might enter and this is the corresponding institution. Transportation is the fundamental part of trade. It is a tool or the main piece within this plus, a great way to diversify logistics in different areas. To know the different types of transportation and which one could be more ideal for the goals and efficiency of the trade. Perhaps this part is the most problematic because it is the most prone to incidents and tests your proactivity. The situation of countries leads you to see how much danger or responsibility it brings to fulfill your transportation in time and form. Transportation is the main element of logistics because logistics shows how things will arrive and transportation answers you in what. So, for your means of transportation to be effective and efficient, you must consider your level of logistics and how this process is done in a coordinated way. The second process is the evaluation of safety in transportation. At the moment, Mexico has been developed with railroad, but not in such a way that this development can solve its implication in the past. The railroad has been the effective transport for Mexico. If we count large volumes and simply railroad development can unleash an important regional economic development. On the other hand, the tourist trains have been of the main railroad networks that exist in our country. However, and taking into account what we have seen in class, the development needs investment that not only implies an injection of money, but also tries to be proactive to the social incidents that arise. Without a doubt, the means of transportation makes you see the efficiency that the government has to act in these own political and social problems. In conclusion, I have to say that rail network has boosted logistics in the country, but there is still a long way to go before we can say that Mexico has proper logistics.
Más de una docena de delincuentes fueron captados en el momento justo en que se trepaban a uno de los vagones del tren para sustraer parte de la carga que transportaba. Las imágenes fueron tomadas por un automovilista en las vías que pasan por la calle Martín Carrera, en la colonia Niño Artillero, en el municipio de Monterrey. En el video se observa cómo el tren circulaba a baja velocidad, por lo que es aprovechado por estas personas para saquearlo. Segundos después, la máquina se detiene y se produce el pillaje. Varias piezas de metal las arrojaban hacia afuera del vagón, en donde otros sujetos las recogían para presuntamente venderlas en los negocios aledaños dedicados a la compra y venta de chatarra. Según los mismos vecinos del sector, esta acción es muy frecuente, por lo que solicitaron más presencia policíaca para evitar este tipo de atracos. El secretario de la Policía Regia, Alejandro Garza y Garza, giró instrucciones a los elementos de esta corporación para que se refuerce la seguridad en la zona. Fernando Escobedo Lara, Fuerza Informativa Azteca.
In conclusion, I have to say that rail network has boosted logistics in the country, but there is still a long way to go before we can say that Mexico has proper logistics. Thank you for listening, observing, for the attention. I hope that the topics have been developed in an appropriate way to understand international trade and logistics, adding also the current situation for the country. Thanks.